I was looking at the video from the Diverse Women Leaders Symposium last year, and I know you, I mean, when you got up to the podium, you spoke about, a little bit about what it was, not only to be Chinese American and a woman, but also petite. That these were all challenges to the idea of being a leader.
Yeah.
So I was, I wanted to ask you then about leadership and sort of how you became interested in leadership and feminist leadership, and if you could describe the evolution of that as one of your
Actually, with leadership, it's interesting because I've taken a number of positions of leadership, and those positions have actually been quite diverse. Because the first role was being director of a child guidance clinic. I went from there to become the executive director, of a community health center. And then I was regional director at a managed care company, and then I'm system-wide dean at Alliant. And so that each of which are very different kinds of institutions and roles. And so what's interesting is, as I feel, is in many ways, I fell into those positions of leadership. I don't feel that I initially had in my mind, oh, I want to be a leader, and this is what I'm going to do to get there. It ended up, and in many ways, in doing the book on feminist leadership, is that seems like that's a track that many feminist women also end up doing, is that there was an issue in the institutions of which I was a part. There was a role to be filled. There were changes that had occurred, and I felt that I was in a position to be able to do that, to make change, to take a role of leadership, essentially to affect certain changes within the institution. So I ended up, as I said, I fell into these positions of leadership because I wanted to see things happen and I wanted to make some changes. And those positions end up being very satisfying and very gratifying because I felt that I was able to do something with that. And I think that was what we found was common amongst many feminist women, that they took positions of leadership in order to make social change and in order to deal with social justice kinds of issues, rather than in contrast, as we think, to reasons why men might be more likely to take positions of leadership in order to attain positions of status or positions of respect and so on. So it was the purpose of what we wanted to accomplish as opposed to the position itself. And that, I feel, is essentially why I ended up in, positions of leadership, in order to achieve the purpose that I wanted to accomplish.